One of the core questions that human beings have asked throughout the millennia is why. We're constantly asking the question why. And that question has actually been underneath of all of our advancements as a human species. It's underneath of all of the positive and all the negative that's actually gone on in the history of our human species. But that question is baked into the system, and there's a reason that that question is baked into the system. It's what continues to pull us forward. If we were never asking why, if we believed we knew, or if we actually knew everything there was to know, we wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't be inspired to actually explore, to actually test out new things, to actually try on new things for size, whether that's personally or whether that's as a species. In order to be able to answer that question, we have to engage in the logical aspects of who we are, which is the masculine aspect of who we are. And as a society, we've leaned into that aspect of ourselves for millennia, for a very long time. And the more intuitive, emotional aspect of who we are, we don't utilize that aspect of ourselves to answer the question of why. We don't actually dive in to that softer aspect of who we are, which is actually more informative, which is actually more in touch with truth. We've overcompensated in the direction of our masculine aspect collectively, and we've done a disservice to ourselves by eliminating or attempting to eliminate that feminine wisdom. So if you could do something today, maybe when you're asking yourself that question next time, actually access that intuitive part of yourself, that quiet voice inside of yourself, and see what happens. Lean into that truth instead of leaning into the more masculine, logical truth. Sometimes what seems like the most logical thing is actually the thing that's limiting us in our growth, that's limiting us from utilizing that question of why to expand ourselves into greater versions of who it is that we really are.